We're going to turn now to the latest on the wildfire, the Jennings Creek fire burning on the border of New Jersey and New York. It has now grown 5,000 acres, and it is now only 20% contained.
And as for the weather, the rain last night and into the early morning hours offered a measure of relief for firefighters, but the fire risk has already returned.
Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg will have the latest in a minute, but we're going to begin with Eyewitness News reporter Torres. He is live in Greenwood Lake with the very latest on the fire. Joe.
Liz and Tanya, yes, 20% containment on this fire that is still burning in New York and in New Jersey. Today, an attack from the air. 2 helicopters that were brought in. They're each capable of dropping hundreds of gallons of water onto the flames. But as you look at pictures from Newscopter 7 showing the fire that is still burning in New Jersey as well as in New York, there's a big concern. The winds, if the winds become too strong today, tomorrow, the next day, well, then those choppers can't fly. And that would make a difficult and dangerous job even more challenging. Greenwood Lake this afternoon, liftoff for a pair of New York Army National Guard Black Hawk helicopters, each one capable of dropping 660 gallons of water on the Jennings Creek Wildfire, a blaze that has already burned 5,000 acres, equally split between New York and New Jersey.
This is one of the worst natural disasters the town of Warwick has seen in many, many years. And if things turn south, the threat to life and the threat to property could really take a turn for the worse.
A quarter inch of rain overnight did little to minimize the spread of the wildfire, but it did offer a brief respite for the roughly 230 personnel who traveled from near and far to help tackle one of the worst natural disasters this area has experienced in decades, a wildfire that is only 20% contained.
When I got here this morning, I saw fire trucks from Oneonta. Some of them might be close to Syracuse, that traveled throughout the night.
It was especially frightening yesterday when the smoke was so thick and you could smell it everywhere. And I walked out to my car and I saw ashes all over my car.
The danger is far from over. The dry conditions persist, as do the steady winds. Another challenge for the firefighters, the steep and rocky terrain in this part of Orange County.
We've got 3 dozers on scene right now. And there's very limited place that our dozers can get to and actually put some really wide control line in for us.
And the difficulties in Orange County are the same across the state line in Passaic County.
We are experiencing an unprecedented dry spell, and we are currently in historical numbers for our critical fuels or the forest floor being dried out, and we're seeing stuff that we haven't seen in quite some time here in New Jersey.
Now, back here on the New York side, some perspective for you. Last year, October 1st to this current date in 2023, New York State Forest Rangers responded to 9 fires that covered 18 acres. This year, same time period, 61 fires across 3,400 acres. What a difference between those 2 years. Lastly, investigators and firefighters know where the fire started, at a trail intersection in Sterling Forest. Still unclear how the fire started. We're live in Orange County. I'm Joe Torres, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.